20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 45. There goes Davis. Oh my God! Davis is going to run it all the way back.
What's up, Ken folk? Welcome back to Bubba and the Old Man. Thought I'd come on and give some analysis for you guys. I went and I charted a few games from Durkin's time at both Ole Miss and Texas A&M, and I decided I'd break down the Miami game for you guys. Now, I'm nowhere near smart enough to do a film breakdown. I ain't there yet. So this is something new I'm trying. Just taken from what I learned under coaches I played for and guys that are a lot smarter than me on YouTube who break these types of things down. I went and I decided I'd break these games down. So I charted this game. I went with some defensive snaps by alignment, different coverages they ran, how they worked out on third and pass. So let's get into it. Defensive snaps by alignment. 4-2-5 was what he went with primarily in this game. Now, there were other games like Arkansas in 2022 where he played primarily a 3-3-5. Also, had some 4-down looks in that one. But in this one, primarily 4-down, 4-2-5. 66%, 37 snaps. Then, the next highest frequency of alignment was 3-3-5, where he went at 14.3% for 8 snaps. I've seen some fans concerned about this, and I've come to tell you, the 3-3-5 is not a uber-conservative defense. It is not a defense where you're dropping 8, all right? It's a very, very aggressive defense by nature because you have so much more to do from the linebacker position. We have a strong linebacking core, but I wouldn't expect a ton of 3-3-5. Maybe a decent bit on third downs, although that was not a lot of what they did on third down in this game. But you could see a lot of that on third down with the strong linebacking core we have. So 14%, 8 snaps. Dime, 10%, 6 snaps. Essentially just 3-3-5 with an extra DB. That was it. I mean, he did occasionally in some games go with 4 down with one backer and 6 DBs, but primarily when you see dime, it's 3 down linemen with 2 backers and 6 DBs. In the red area, he ran a 5-2 primarily, 5.3% for 3 snaps, which is goal line mainly. He ran the 7 diamond once, 1.7% in the red area, and he ran a 4-3 on 1 snap, 1.7%. Like most coaches now, you're not going to see a ton of a base 4-3 or 3-4. With the way that football is now with the spread offenses, you have to at least be in nickel the majority of the time, or you just have to have one freak linebacker that's just insane in coverage and can cover damn good slot receivers. As far as coverages go, I was only able to chart 21 coverages, and I was only able to determine the actual coverage 14 times. He went man 13 times, zone 8. With DJ Durkin, as I'm sure you guys have heard, going to get a lot of man-to-man, going to get a lot of blitzing. Primarily, he ran on 7 snaps. 50% of the snaps, he ran cover 1. This man will live and die by cover 1, which I, for one, love. But I'm also a dipshit. He ran 2-man on 3 snaps, 21%. Cover 2, 1 snap, 7%. Cover 3, 2 snaps, 14%. Quarters, 1 snap, 7%. He ran man-to-man on 71% of the snaps in this game. For better or worse, with DJ Durkin, you're going to get a lot of man-to-man. You're going to get a lot of press man, which I know a lot of fans are really excited about, but I don't want to hear none of y'all bitching the first time this man on 3rd and 11 runs cover 1 lurk and they run mesh and they hit us for 20 yards. I don't want to hear no shit because this is what you guys wanted. On third downs, 55% of cover 1 on third downs, like I just said. That, not the biggest fan of. If it's third and pass, which is what I charted here, if it's third and pass, I prefer a more conservative approach. You can bring an extra guy on the blitz and still drop back into cover 3 if you need to. He ran 2-man twice for 22%, cover 1, or no, not cover 1, cover 3 once, quarters once. They stopped Miami on 55% of third and pass. Miami converted 4. They stopped them 5 times. But a lot man, those conversions they got were big. And they were just fucking daggers. I mean, PI on one of them. Like I mentioned, the mesh hit him for like 20. Those plays are going to happen under DJ Durkin. Overall, man, I'm not going to say I'm happy with the hire, but it's a B to B minus. Contrary to popular belief, numbers lie. Numbers do lie. But the one thing that will never lie to you is film. So, I will say, all these people on Twitter who are constantly bringing up his numbers from his past stops, his elite defenses at Michigan, his really good defenses at A&M. Yes, these A&M defenses were solid, but they were far from great. All right? They were not the most fundamentally sound defense out there. Gave up a lot of big plays, made a lot of stupid mistakes, had a lot of times where it was poor gap discipline. I'm just going to say, don't buy in so much to these rankings because they will lie to you. Because Auburn doesn't have the talent he had at Texas A&M on that defense that Mike Elko had constructed. So give the guy some time here, all right? If we come out next year and we're at the back end of the top 50 in total defense, just understand it takes time. Not every DC is Ron Roberts, who can go into a game against Alabama and give up 27 total points or whatever. Not everybody is that guy who's just a mastermind schematically, and DJ Durkin is not that. Ron Roberts, for all the issues he had, the man could put together a hell of a game plan in a big game and get you stops consistently. Ron Roberts can get you that. I'm not sure if DJ Durkin can go into these big games and shut a team that he has no business shutting them down. So give him some time. Let him get his guys in here. All right? Don't go in to next year and the first time this guy gives up a 3rd and forever, don't be shocked. Because it happens. When you play this style of defense, this is aggressive man-to-man scheme, you're going to give up big plays. Running cover 1, there's always a chance that they'll hit you deep. He understands that, and he still does it. There's a reason for it, because it creates some big plays in the backfield. He'll get you some sacks, man. But I'm just rambling now, dude. I am exhausted. It is midnight. Fuck. All right, I got to get up tomorrow. Love you guys. Where are you?
Selena, go!